Hello children, welcome to biology class. We are discussing the lesson microbes in human welfare. Today we will discuss two topics, microbes in sewage treatment and microbes in biogas production. Very simple topic, okay? But you can't see a question paper without this question, okay? So listen carefully. So we can start with the first topic, microbes in sewage treatment. So we know that municipal wastewater contain large amount of organic matter and microbes which are pathogenic, isn't it? Which are able to cause diseases, different types of diseases. That's why we can't discharge this into water bodies, rivers or streams directly. So before that we have to treat it and we have to remove all the pathogenic organisms, isn't it? So where comes the importance of microbes here? Some microbes, heterotrophic microbes, are capable to reduce the effect of these pathogenic organisms. So we have to use both aerobic microbes and anaerobic microbes. Okay, so these microbes helps to digest the pathogenic organisms. So now the water will be free of pathogens. Okay, so let's start. So it is not a good thing to discharge directly. To discharge this wastewater, municipal wastewater directly. We know that most of the area people continuing this, isn't it? Okay. So we can discuss sewage is treated and sewage treatment plant to make it less polluting by using heterotrophic microbes naturally present in sewage. Okay, and it is done in two stages. Two stages are there, primary treatment and secondary treatment. Primary treatment is simply physical treatment methods, sedimentation or filtration or physically removing the solid substances like that. So in secondary treatment we can also call it as biological treatment because we are using some microbes, both anaerobic microbes and aerobic microbes there to remove pathogens. Okay, so first we can start with primary treatment. In primary treatment, floating debris is removed by sequential filtration. We allow sequential filtration followed by sedimentation. The grit, soil, small pebbles and some other solid materials will be there are removed by sedimentation. These two processes are coming under primary treatment method. Clear? So this is a diagrammatic representation of primary treatment chamber, both grid chamber and sedimentation tank will be there. Then we will discharge the water for secondary treatment. Okay. So what is secondary treatment? It is also called biological treatment. So secondary treatment or biological treatment involves passing of primary effluents, those in the sedimentation tank into aeration tank for continuous agitation, for getting continuous air. And this aeration helps the growth of aerobic microbes into flocks. Okay, what do you mean by flocks? The mass of bacteria associated with fungi filament to form mesh-like structures. These microbes increase the consumption of organic waste and decrease the BOD. Okay, this flocks helps to increase the consumption of organic waste and decrease the BOD. What is BOD? Biological oxygen demand. Okay, children, this topic BOD is very important. Last year we had selected a topic for our project. We had selected this BOD as a topic for our subject and we checked the BOD of a nearby water body. Okay, so we are planning to do the same practical in this year too. In any water bodies are near to your house, we can take samples from that water body and we can select the same subject for your project work. Okay, so you listen carefully. So we can discuss the definition of BOD. What is BOD? It is the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. Clear? Biological oxygen demand is the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. That means it measures the amount of organic matter present in the water, isn't it? That means greater the BOD of water, the water will be more polluted. So lesser the BOD, it will be lesser the BOD, it will be less polluted. So here the flocks help to consume the organic matter and reduce the BOD. That is the advantage, significance of flocks. Clear? Once the BOD of sewage or wastewater is reduced, the effluent is then passed into settling tank. Okay, so first aeration tank, the formation of flocks, then to settling tank where the bacteria flocks are allowed to sediment. This sediment is called activated sludge. Clear? I will show you the diagram. So you can see, so this is sedimentation tank. So here you can see activated sludge. Clear? And the sludge is passed into large tanks called, so the sludge can be passed into another tank called anaerobic sludge digester, in which anaerobic bacteria digest the remaining organisms. So we know that in activated sludge bacteria and fungi will be there. It is digested by anaerobic sludge digester, anaerobic bacteria. Clear? In the sludge and produce mixture of gas, biogas. Mixture of methane, hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide will be there. Clear? Now the effluents, the supernatant is free and we can discharge into water bodies. Okay, I will explain it again. So this is sedimentation tank. Here the activated sludge will be there. It is digested by anaerobic bacteria and the supernatant, the effluent is free and we can discharge it through this outlet to water bodies. Now it is free of pathogens. Clear? The technique is clear? Yes. So again we can discuss, we know that the sewage treatment plant, we are using two different treatment method. First one, primary treatment. And primary treatment, the water is passed through the grid chamber and then to sedimentation tank. Now the effluent is passed to aeration tank, continuous aeration, and helps the formation of biological flocks. This biological flows consume all the organic material and again we discharge the water into sedimentation tank where we can get activated sludge, and we can, by using anaerobic bacteria, the anaerobic bacteria can digest this activated sludge and the supernatant, after disinfection process we can can discharge it into streams or landfills. Clear? The process clear? Again the same steps we can see here. Okay, so that is about the importance or the role of microbes and sewage treatment. Clear? Next topic, the role of microbes in production of biogas. Biogas is a mixture of gases produced by microbial activity. Just now we discussed it. Certain bacteria that grows anaerobically on celluloid material produce large amount of methane. An important bacteria which can release this methane is methanogens. Children, do you remember in class +1 we had discussed about methanobacterium, isn't it? While discussing the classification of bacterium, we discussed the importance of methanogens. You just pass through the textbook lesson 2. Okay. So this is a typical biogas plant. Biogas plant, we know that the excreta of cattle is rich in this methanogens, isn't it? Methanogenic bacteria. So we use excreta of cattle, cow dung, for the generation of biogas. The technology of biogas production was developed in India mainly due to the efforts of Indian Agriculture Research Institute and Gandhi and Village Industrial Commission. So this is, we have to study the structure of biogas plant. Okay, it consists of a concrete tank, which bio-waste are collected and slurry dung is fed. So here we can add the slurry. So here gas storage tank is there, gas control valve or outlet is there, outlet pipe is there, and inlet pipe is there. Clear? So the floating cover is placed over the digester that moves upwards when the gas is produced. The gas produced is removed and supplied through an outlet pipe for consumption. Okay. The spent slurry is removed through another outlet and used as fertilizer. Biogas plant is more often built in rural areas as large amount of cattle dung is available easily. Isn't it? You might see the diagram. So that's about today's class. Today we discuss only 2 topics, but these 2 topics are very important, very simple too, right? First topic was sewage treatment plant, primary treatment. In primary treatment, filtration is the sequential filtration and sedimentation tank. secondary treatment or biological treatment, aeration tank, and the growth of aerobic bacteria, formation of floc, they consume organic material, then activated sludge will form. So here comes the importance of anaerobic bacteria. They digest, both bacteria and fungi present in the flocs, and the supernatant we can discharge into water bodies. Yeah, it's correct. Then biogas treatment plan. Okay, clear children, study well. So we can meet in next class. Till then, bye. Thank you.